The special police, there was a Gestapo that would monitor what people would say, and if you kind
Hello, welcome to the live stream. Just kind of chilling tonight, just reacting to some random content. So yeah, welcome to the stream.
of spoke against the
This
state,
guy's
they
so
would
big
come
on
get you.
Pokemon cards. Kind of nerdy,
They're gonna
but
get
kind
you.
of chill.
I don't think this is exactly like a one-to-one to that, but it is sort of a test of your freedom of speech. That's what it is. Again, when it comes to freedom of speech, if you're just protecting normal things that everyone says, like, I love bread, that's not really what we talk about when we say freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is maybe the ability to say, I think there's too many people coming over here, and I don't like that. They should have to go, which that's insensitive. It's not politically correct. Maybe it's racist, and you're being a racist. But do you have a right to express those ideas and feelings? And if the answer is no, I would say you have less freedoms than the United States does because, how much should a government control what you can think and feel and whether you share those thoughts to the public? It's a really fascinating thing. Here's Pikachu, Charizard, Jigglypuff, Quagsire. I would say here in America, we sort of idealize that concept of being able to just sort of really speak your mind and say what you're really thinking, So we idealize that. We turn that into a virtue or something. Isaac says, thanks for making the internet nice. Woo! Thanks for the donation, Isaac. I really appreciate it. By the way, you did well. You got Pikachu. Look at that Pikachu. All right, lovely. Can you come get me? Carlos, I'm going to come over there and get you some Pokemon cards. Is the Mega Box Break a chance to obtain the box for yourself? The Mega Box Break. Yeah, that's exactly right. So this is called the Mega Evolutions Pre-Order Break. It's a $40 buy-in, 1 in 11 odds. Only one guy gets the box. He gets the whole box. He'll only pay $40 for it because he got it to himself. 10 people will walk away with just a common Pokemon card that they paid $40 for. So now you know your risks, you know the odds, you know what it is. We'll make sure anyone who gets in there doesn't go in there with any confusion about it. Because you might not like the outcome if you miss. And we know 10 people are going to miss. One person's going to walk out with the box, and he's going to be very happy that day. Here you go, Mr. Isaac. Thanks for the donation, Isaac. Oh, gosh, I'm inadvertently number 1. Whoa. That's very interesting. I wonder if that's how that works now, because I feel like that wasn't working on the first day. So let me get the donation table out here. So here's that donation table, and you just donated $10. Have you never been on this list? All right, let's see, number 17. We're living in interesting times. People are having conversations about what the future should look like. Oops. Oh, that is 17. Oops. And then 18 is going to be Mr. Hawk. Kamek. He donated $6 tonight. Did you know that? Because he donated, Mr. Hawk donated this copper coin, which I think we're going to hand that out tomorrow because we've got a free thing right here. This is the thing I'm handing out. They fixed it. Oh, nice, man. Bonus, I'm a passenger. Keep the stream rolling. Let me go ahead and hand out this item now because it's 5:15. We're getting pretty far along. Here is Connor 360. Mr. Connor. Okay. Here's Mr. Andy Man. And here is Grid. All right, so those are the people on the list. Let's hand out the card. It's a 6-spot list, so just pay attention to the 6-sided die. 4, that's Connor 360 pulling the beautiful Gengar. Thank you, Mr. Connor. There you guys go. Anyone can pull the free card. We don't discriminate. Connor 360. Anyone at all could be the one to pull that card. You could have just bumped into us today. It is. And I think I actually have to add that to my amount that I've given away this month. So it says for this month, I've given out, what do you think that card was worth? It was like a holographic Gengar 9, maybe like $10. So 530. Check that out. So I've given out 530 this month myself. And then you stack all this up and the number just gets really crazy. September is looking good, man. Okay. I'm a very unlucky person. I don't know why I would join any slab box break. I mean, if that's what you believe about yourself and you stay out of all the breaks, then you will never know if you got lucky or not. But ultimately, luck, it's not a superstitious thing. It's just odds. That's all it is. And let's say you joined 1 million breaks and the odds were like 1 in 10. You would end up having really average pull rates. It would be unlikely with such a huge number of breaks that you joined that you would get really unlucky or really lucky. And so when you study like odds and big numbers, the odds even out. So if it's same with booster pack opening too. Like if you just open a ton of booster packs, you'll get the average return rate on the booster packs. So it's really fascinating that it works that way and makes you think about, breaks, packs, and buying things outright. By the way, here's Jose Achilles on the Jim Break for $45. If you want a shot at that, it's 1 in 2 odds. It's basically, it's a 2-person break, and it's just a little fun thing. Okay, I play scratch off tickets all the time and never win. Didn't Mr. Beast do some of those scratch off tickets like in huge numbers? Like he scratched 1 million of them, and then they would return like 600,000 or something. It was horrible. So that's why you don't win at scratch-off tickets. It's because they're really not designed for you to win. They're designed for you to lose. Let's see. Whoa, my gosh, we have a big order from Isaac. He says 151 surprise. Very good. All right, I like that. I like those. Here it is, the 151 surprise case break. Isaac going in, everybody. We need quite a few more people for this to go off, but this is like, when this goes off, it's a special stream. This will take like over an hour probably, and we're going to see if somebody pulls that Gengar. It's going to be very special. I'm in here myself. Isaac Thomas. It's currently $200 a box.
We are Northern today, boys. Let's go.
Something mean to say. I wish all the anti-Semites would just go away. The guy I'm mad at me for the God.
Get those likes up, goddammit. I haven't slept yet. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go.
Sure, I'm the one who ordered the strikes, but it's the baby's fault for not staying alive. Oy vey, oy vey.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
choose, or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the truth, or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Who put the golden cuffs on you if not yourself? Who offered up their wrists for promises of comfort and wealth? But you know they are lies, fantasies that keep you in place. The lies that you repeat, which help enslave your race. Nobody respects a coward, no one kneels to a boy. No playtime for you, go to your room, you little goy. Want to be free, I'll tell you what to do. Next time you look in the mirror, accept the damn truth. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the truth, or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the truth, or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free.
All right, and we are live, guys. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You guys are probably wondering, why the hell are you on this early? Guys, so I just got off a Zoom call with members of the OSS 300. We have a plan. Big shit coming. You guys thought I was kidding around. I told you guys that I'm really going to build an army. And I ended up staying up all night talking to these guys. We got some big shit going on. So here's the plan. I'm going to do a short stream right now. We're going to do the Dave Smith debate with Tatum on Pierce Morgan and Dave Smith. We're going to break it down. I'll probably be on for about an hour or so. And then I'm going to go sleep. And then we're going to do a show with Woman Propaganda at 9 p.m. and then after hours after that. So instead of like trying to do a night train or not giving y'all a stream, I said, fuck it, man. I'm just going to go ahead, knock this shit out. We never go early, this early, but we are today. And we'll kind of just jump into it. But yeah, man, all the guys in here that, you know, I got some guys, OSS 300 guys. If you're in here, yo, let them know that shit's real, okay? Literally, I had an idea popping in my head. I hit up everybody. I said, yo, Zoom call now. Send out the invite. Dudes came up and, you know, we were cooking. You know, longtime supporters, OSS 300 members, mods, all that. We're in there. So yeah. So for all you guys that were in the Zoom call with me, if you were in the Zoom call with me just now, put a 100 emoji in chat. And don't lie, because I know who the names are. But I want to know who's in here now. Put a 100 emoji if you were in there. It's low through the speakers? What do you mean? Yeah, the spots are definitely moving, chat. But look, I gave you guys a cheaper thing. If you guys want to join the OSS for $1. Oh, by the way, the video should be fixed on OSS, guys. So let me go ahead and show you guys some of what I see on my end. So let me show y'all this shit real quick. So obviously this is live right now, but this looks like it works. Bam, it plays. This one is still processing. But the Bondi, this one works, right? And then the Destiny debate is good. Destiny debate is on, guys. So Destiny debate is there. Raha video is there. The only one we're covering up is the FBI cover up. That's going to probably be up later. That was from yesterday. And then I think, the one we did yesterday is up. So yeah, basically shit's fixed pretty much for the most part. So, but as a token of my apology of the inconvenience, I am going to give you guys OSS for like the next 24 hours like that, be able to get in your first month at $1. And you guys know how I do it. If I do some shit or something, gets fucked up or whatever, I'll, try to make it up to you guys. Look, this is what I'll do. First month, $1 goes to 10 after that. And then for the real niggas that really want to be a part of the team, you're in the OSS 300. We just got off like a fucking 4-hour fucking Zoom call with big plans, guys. Big fucking plans coming up. I was not trolling. And then also planning a fucking meetup, giving out these dog tags. If you have any type of skill, if you're fucking a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, truck driver, cop, federal agent, fucking nurse, anesthesiologist, I don't care what the fuck you do. You're a HVAC, you're a mechanic, you're a construction worker, you're a carpenter. If you have a skill, I want you in my community, okay? The price point of $98 is to keep out the brokies. We want guys that can add value. Like, for example, on the call just now, my buddy, Chad, as you guys know, Harvard grad, he was in there, right? So you're able to network and meet guys, and people just use different skill sets. Someone said I'm a welder. Yes, we want that. We want welders. I want guys from all different expertises. The $98 price point is simply to keep the quality high and get the best guys around. Here, I'll show you guys what I mean. Wait, but we need something. Shout out to Noxer for the raid. Shout out to Noxer for the raid. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into this fucking thing. Let's start breaking it down. As you guys know, yesterday, Dave Smith and Brandon Tatum debated each other. I think I'm going to do a debate with Brandon Tatum sometime soon. I just got to figure out a date. As you guys know, the Charlie Kirk assassination derailed everything. I was supposed to debate him that day, but we didn't. I'm running on no sleep. So let's start cooking before I pass that on to you guys. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter stream, but let's cook, niggas. Oh, hold on. Actually, no, holy shit. Let me read chats real fast. Lavelle says 300. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Lavelle. Lord Venom, why is the locals app being J as fuck? It's fixed, bro. I just showed you on screen. Yo, Myron, your boy Laura Loomer got called out today by the director of national counterterrorism. The chick is Mossad. Oh, you're talking about Joe Kent? Comfort Zone says, hey, Myron, hope you're doing well on your side. Two sides. News reports came out yesterday at Google reinstate all accounts via YouTube that were/have been censored during COVID, Israel, or presidential debates. When you reinstate your channel, will you join other creators who also have faced the same issues and legal action against Google? Second question, when reinstated, how will you deal with the OSS and CC? Okay, so good question, Cover Zone. Let me address that real quick. To answer your first question, we're not terminated, we're demonetized. And me dealing with YouTube as long as I have, who fucking knows? They might say, well, you're not terminated. Even though being terminated is way worse than being demonetized. So if you could reinstate people for being on the platform, you could definitely reinstate people for fucking being able to monetize. Like, that's fucking retarded. And then taking legal actions, Google, I don't know. Google has big pockets, might not be worth it. And then the second question is, when you're stated how I'm going to deal with OSSCC? Okay, I love that you asked that question. Let me be explicitly clear about this. If I get remonetized on YouTube, nothing is changing, okay? Nothing is changing, and I'll tell you guys why. I don't trust YouTube. They can turn it off at any time. They've shown that they don't give a fuck about their creators, and it took federal government fucking intervention to get them to do something on behalf of the creators, okay? YouTube rips me off every fucking month, damn near 100K. And I will never forget that. They demonetized me for 2 years. They stole from me. They fucking banned me for bullshit that people are currently doing now, or demonetized me for that. So yeah, nothing's gonna change. You know, I might stand a little bit longer on YouTube, but I'm still gonna cut to OSS and all the other shit. If anything, bro, I'll probably just cut to OSS only. You know what I mean? From that point forward. Like, we won't do Rumble Kick only. We'll just go, we're on all the platforms and it just goes OSS. Done. You know what I mean? Because I just will never fucking trust YouTube ever again, dude. I'll tell you this, these past 2 years made us stronger, but it's a fucking serious insult to stream every single day and like seeing stupid shit like this, which makes my fucking blood boil. For those of you that are unaware, right? Because we got a lot of new fucking viewers every day. This channel is growing at a crazy rate, which is a blessing. But look, because I know a lot of you guys say, yo, Myron, I get fucking ads on your shit. Dude, this is what they're stealing from me every month. Y'all see that? You guys see that shit? Bro, fuck YouTube, man. Fuck YouTube. Seriously. And then, studio, bam. You guys can see I'm not monetized. No cap in my raps. Anyway, okay. But good question, Cover Zone. Hopefully that answers it. Need a J in the OSS 300? Yeah, bro. I don't care if you're one of them boys. You just got to have a skill set, bro. Okay, in your case, you probably are really good with money. So come on in. Mr. B says, how do I become OSS 300? Link I'm going to drop in the chat for you right now. Let me find it. Yo, Mods, can you drop the link for me in there real quick? It's a new program that we have, but it's fucking lit. Anyone that was on that Zoom call will tell you, like, holy shit, we're actually involved in, like, the creative process, the decision-making process. And we're, like, contributing to it. So it's a great community. Here you go. Here it is, guys. It's only $98 a month. If you have a skill set, we want you in there, bro. All right. Also, you get 50% off on the merch. Anyway, let's get to it. Shift Podcast, great Zoom call, Myron. Thanks for the opportunity. Happy to be a part of the OSS. Bro, I'm glad that you were in there. One meeting, you guys get your money's worth. When's the monthly merch giveaway start? Ask Brett that. I would love to be in 300, but work 70 hours after being a father and husband. Don't know if I could give all the time you deserve. I'm an aircraft mechanic with 30. No, bro, join. 100%. No, fuck that. Dude, if you can jump in once a month, we want that. If you're an aircraft mechanic, we want that. 13 years experiencing with KC. Yeah, dude. No, you got to join, Jazzy. We need, because here's the thing. We're going to be in a Telegram chat. I guarantee you someone's going to say, yo, thinking about becoming a pilot or a fighter jet mechanic, whatever. Dude, that's a great skill set. We want you in there. We want you in there. You don't have to devote a lot of time. We just want you in the community so that we can hit you up. Okay? Think of it as like a war room kind of, but like at a reasonable price. So anyway, you don't got to be a verified millionaire or anything like that. I just want guys that got skills. All right, let's get into it. This is Dave Smith versus Officer Talmud.
Out a retaliatory self-defensive strike for what happened on October the 7th, but part of a much bigger plan, which many on the hard right in Israel have harbored for a long time, to displace Palestinians from their home in Gaza and from large swathes of the West Bank. Does that not concern you?
Okay, great question. Let me address a few things. I think that Nick Fuentes is disingenuous, and I felt like Dave Smith is intelligent enough, and I'm not challenging your intelligence, but I believe that you can see through the bullcrap on so many other people, and I felt like you should have seen the bullcrap through Nick Fuentes because he's just saying that to save face now that Charlie is dead, and all the way up to his death, he shamed him. When it comes,
okay, so do you not want him to exercise compassion for him after he was killed? I would say that Nick has just been super professional about it. Like, he could put his professional grievances aside and, show his respect and condolences as a human being. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, do you want him to say, yeah, like, screw Charlie Kirk? Like, no, bro. Like, we're not fucking leftists, dude. We're not leftists. Like, Nick's not trying to save face. He's doing the right thing and showing compassion to someone.
To the pro-life situation, there's a very big difference between articulating whether a person believes that life starts at conception, not perception, versus a person disagreeing with urban warfare and the way that Israel is carrying out their attacks in Gaza. There's two different things. They should not be conflated. When it comes to my concerns for Benjamin Netanyahu and his tactics in Israel, or his tactics against Gaza, there's a few things here. I think that Benjamin Netanyahu, and because the nature of the interview wasn't really a debate, it was more so me asking him questions that my audience wanted me to ask him and him putting the answers out there, and people can debate that.
Yeah, but the problem is that you asked those questions, but your knowledge wasn't up to par to ask good follow-up questions to really get answers, right? If you guys notice, Netanyahu only does interviews with people that aren't really too well-versed on Middle Eastern foreign policy. Have you guys caught on to that yet? Trigonometry, Brandon Tatum, the Nelk Boys, PBD. Like, none of these people are really well-versed in Middle Eastern foreign politics. Right? So when Netanyahu gives them an answer, they can't really, is that true? I heard this, I know this, blah, blah, blah. So he asks a question, Netanyahu gives a bullshit answer. They take it at face value because they don't know better, because most Americans don't understand Middle Eastern foreign policy. And I don't blame them because a lot of guys don't. Okay? They don't. Especially conservatives.
But I think a lot of people that I know in Israel, including myself and others, that are staunch Zionists think that he is prolonging the war too long and is causing too much damage and irreversible reputational damage.
Okay. So at least you can see that the war's been going on and that they're fucking up their reputation. But at what cost are they fucking up their reputation? They're killing kids. It's not like they're doing like some bullshit to fuck up their reputation. They're fucking up their reputation in the worst way. We should be more focused on the kids dying than the PR fucking nightmare that Israel's in. Notice how he's caring more about that.
He should have ended it sooner, and he should have went harder.
He's not going to end it sooner because he's currently in the middle of a corruption trial, and he understands that if he didn't get this war, he would probably be in jail right now, guys. They got him dead to rights on that case, and they've been investigating him for since 2016.
America, if we had faced such brutality, rape, people getting their heads cut off. I saw videos of people getting their heads cut off. We would have been swift. Within 48 hours, we would have caused the most damage that you've ever seen to a country in world history. And Netanyahu, for whatever reason, is capitulating. In my personal,
well, I don't know about that, bro. The Iraq War left left a really bad taste in people's mouths. Pause. So with the rise of alternative media and people like kind of being woke to like the military-industrial complex, I don't think we would have attacked, even if something happened to us, we wouldn't attack a foreign country as hard as we did like in the early 2000s with Iraq and Afghanistan, all the other shit. It's very clear that wars in the Middle East don't help.
Opinion to his own personal image, and that he don't want to look bad. He don't want to be shamed. He don't want people to say that he's committing a genocide. So he's playing in the middle for too long. 2 years of this war is too much.
He's not playing in the middle at all. He's not playing in the middle at all. He's been decimating them.
He should have eliminated Hamas immediately, and he should not worry about the naysayers. He's darned if he do, he's darned if he don't. He is not committing a genocide in Gaza. I think that's
every single scholar on genocide literally says that this is a genocide. I mean, look, we got to fucking... Genocide is the international and systematic destruction of a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group in whole or in part. Keyword, or in part. So, by definition, Brandon Tatum is wrong. This is an irrefutable fact. This is a genocide, according to the definition and according to the UN Convention. Okay? This isn't even up for debate. Like, and to be honest with you, if someone comes in and tells you that what Israel's doing is not a genocide, you can't even have a discussion because they're not even operating using the English language. Like, if I say water is wet and you say, no, it's not, but I'm like, well, there's scientific proof that it is. No, it's not. Bro, the rest of the discussion is cooked. We can't even agree on definitions, bro. It's irrefutable. This is a genocide. It is. There have been dictators and world leaders that went to jail for way less, by the way. Way less.
Disingenuous at best, because no one committing a genocide will be giving food or aid to a people that they're trying to kill. They would not be sending leaflets and advising people of buildings that they're going to tear down. The population has grown.
Yes, Brandon, that is to create plausible deniability, okay? Let's talk about these leaflets real quick, okay? When they drop these leaflets, guys, a lot of the times, they drop those leaflets minutes before a bomb is going to go off, okay, or be dropped. So, and that's assuming you get it as soon as it lands on the floor. Bruh, sometimes the bomb is coming at you and hits you sooner than the leaflets do. There's been so many documented incidents where people didn't even get the leaflets and got hit. Or they do get the leaflets and a bomb comes 30 seconds later. Many documented instances of this. And here's the thing. Dropping leaflets, like, that assumes everyone is like just looking up at the sky like, yeah, I wonder when they're going to give us our delivery of leaflets of where we should go to. No, bro. Dudes are fucking starving. They're fucking thirsty. They're fucking wounded. They're bleeding. Oh, bro, the Jews drop the leaflets yet? Oh, God, man, I got dinner in an hour. Fuck. Damn, I need to know where I can go and not get blown up. God damn it, man. These niggas are always late. Fuck. Like, come on, bro. You sound crazy. You sound crazy, bro. And not only that, they bomb hospitals. They've bombed every hospital in Gaza, bro. These dudes don't give a fuck. He's over here saying, bro, they drop leaflets and they feed them. No, they don't. No, they don't. And once again, this comes back to what I always say about the Israelis. And I want you guys to listen to me and listen to me very fucking clearly on this. Let's walk through this. In 1937, Ben-Gurion wrote a letter to his son saying that he got involved with what's called the Peel Commission. The Peel Commission was one of the first gatherings utilizing different international entities to have some type of two-state solution. And in that commission, Ben-Gurion went there not to actually do peace, but rather to legitimize the colonial European Jewish Zionists that were colonizing the land. Okay? Because if he could sit at a table with the Palestinians and say, let's make peace, that assumes that they deserve to be there too. And the reality is they fucking don't. It's not their land. Okay? That's what it is. So, and in these letters, Ben-Gurion admitted to his son, I'm not here for real peace. I just want to get legitimized. And then we're eventually going to take all of Israel. And that mindset and that mantra developed back in 1937 has stood true until 2025. The Israelis have always negotiated in bad faith. They've always been the aggressors. They've always killed more people. And they've always sat there and cried about anti-Semitism as they're dropping bombs on your kids.
In Gaza from 1948 all the way up until today. 500,000 they started with. They're at 2 million at this point. When did the genocide start? There is no genocide.
Again, Zionists love to use this talking point like they have more kids. Do we got to look at the definition again? What does this say, guys? In whole or in part. Okay? So the fact that they're have high birth rates does not discount the fact that a genocide is still happening. Also, keep in mind that Gaza had roughly 2.3 million people before October 7th. Now they're down to like 2 million. Okay? It's a significant number.
People can argue.
The genocide started on October 7th. Okay? The military aggression was before that, and the terrorism was before that. But the genocide began on October 7th.
The tactics
And slowly increased, and now it officially is a genocide.
that Netanyahu is displaying in Gaza, but you cannot be superfluous and add these arguments that seems to, in my opinion, be anti-Semitic in many ways. It's
Is this definition? Bruh. Guys, I've never seen this debate before, and I'm already fucking frustrated. Bruh, if this is gonna be bad.
not, these people are terrorists.
Dude, when I debate Tatum, he's gonna get cooked, bro. Holy.
And not the Gazan people, the regular everyday individual, the terrorist group that came into a country and attempted to commit a genocide against Israel. They would have committed a genocide against Israel to a large proportion if it wasn't for the IDF and if it wasn't for the Iron Dome. Let's not forget they shot for.
The purpose of Hamas on that day was to take hostages. It's always been their goal. The Hamas is keenly aware that they cannot fight the IDF. So their job was to get in quickly, take as many hostages, and get out. Okay? That was the goal. Meanwhile, Israel is dropping bombs every day and killing kids.
4,000 missiles into Israel. They tried to kill everybody. The IDF is going in strategically. I wish that people had.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're bombing indiscriminately and then following up with ground troops after.
Had not died. I wish that they could end the war so there's no suffering. I wish that Hamas wasn't stealing food. The UN confirmed that 96% of all the aid is being looted. I wish that
that is another lie. That is a big fucking lie. Roughly 2% of the food is getting stolen. This has been debunked a million times. Look, matter of fact, you know what? Let me show y'all. Give me 1 sec, chat. I'm pulling this up for you.
Hamas wasn't doing those things. I wish that Hamas would take the approach of Israel, which means when the rockets go flying into Israel, the people go into bomb shelters. When rockets go flying into Gaza, the terrorists go into bomb shelters, and they make their people stay above ground to be the blunt force of what they receive in a war that they started for no reason. Hamas knew they could never beat the IDF in Israel. Why did they start the war? Why did they initiate?
Again, I just said it. To get hostages back. 11,000 people are being held in Israel without any due process. They wanted to do a hostage swap. That's what it's always been.
A conflict. Why did they rape people and do things like that and videotape it? Why?
Okay, that's a lie. There are no recorded, there's no recordings of mass rapes. That is a lie. Not true whatsoever.
Do they still have hostages?
You know the unpalatable answer, Officer Tatum, I'll come to Dave Smith as well, but the unpalatable answer to that, maybe they did it precisely to goad Israel into a massive overreaction, which would then make Israel and its government in particular hugely unpopular around the world, to the extent that the United Nations is convening today with the UK declaring a state of Palestine. They're going to be followed by other countries. Only really America and Israel is opposing this. But it may well be that Hamas, being a bunch of evil terrorists, thought if we do this, Israel will massively overreact. They don't care about their own people dying. That's completely obvious. And it could well play into our longer term game plan. Who knows? But it could be that. In which case, they felt they'd fallen for a hideous sucker punch. Dave Smith, your response to, a lot to unpack there, but your response. And also taking in this news today about countries like the UK, declaring there is a state of Palestine.
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think Brent kind of almost hit every single talking point there. So I don't know. I mean, I've been knocking all these down for years on your show here. The bottom line is just that it is just, look, to sit here and say that, even as you say, obviously, Pierce, it's not like they...
Now, here you go, guys. So here's the bottom line. Conclusion. The claim is false in the sense verify large-scale theft by Hamas. While some incidents may involve Hamas members, independent sources, UN, USAID, find no evidence of routine or organized diversion, and looting is more tied to famine and desperation gangs. The narrative persists due to biased reporting and geopolitical tensions, but it distracts the root cause, like the blockade of the war, to resolve crisis. So it is not true. Yes, has Hamas been involved in stealing aid? Of course. But to sit there and say that they steal 90% of the aid, that is a lie.
Hamas had to be rocket scientists to figure this out. This is what terrorism is. It's asymmetrical warfare. The action is in the reaction. Osama bin Laden didn't think he could take down the United States of America by taking out our towers.
Exactly.
He thought he could lure us into a war in Afghanistan and that might bankrupt us. It was the plan that our CIA coached him through in the late 70s and early 80s with luring the Soviets into Afghanistan. And so the idea that, and look,
fighting in Afghanistan is very tough. We lost a lot of soldiers there, man.
We blew $8 trillion in the Middle East since then. And so that's the idea here. And Israel's completely fallen into the trap. But of course, the reason why that Israel has done irreversible reputational damage, the reason why people are abandoning supporting this is really just twofold. Number one, it's clearly not in America's interest. And number two, this is just indefensible. Even if you say that, hey, look, Hamas goes down into the bomb shelters and leaves the civilians up there to be bombed. Okay, but then ain't there a moral question about whether it's the right thing to do to just drop those bombs on the civilians when you know the terrorists are down in the towers? Hold on, you had a chance to go through all this stuff. So
I know, but I want you to. Can I just
you just went off on every talking
what they should
point,
do, and I'll shut up. No, just explain that to me.
I'm just going to finish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to finish what I did. Well, what they should do is embrace a two-state solution. Ultimately, they should stop occupying a people as they've been
done
doing
it 5 times, and the Arabs rejected it.
Now
5 times, and the Arabs rejected it.
Yeah, I get it. I know you're going to hit every Hasbro talking point. That's not true.
There's been
lots of books. No, it's not. It's a talking point. It is not true. The Palestinians have never once been offered a full-fledged state. There is not one of those 5 times.
That's 100% true. The closest that they came to was the Oslo Accords, and the Oslo Accords was simply a framework that was never acted upon because Israelis themselves killed the negotiator who was Yitzhak Rabin. On the point. Good job, Dave.
That they were ever offered a full state. Even, by the way, that's not even your own Hasbro talking point. You're supposed to say 97.
I wish he had identified the only treaty that was working towards it to give him even more credibility.
7% of what they wanted, which also is a lie. The point is that it doesn't, no matter what you're going to say here, Israel propped up Hamas for years to keep them in power so that Netanyahu could thwart the creation of a Palestinian state, to then use them.
And this was proven when he was in the West Bank saying that he sabotaged the Oslo Accords. It's proven.
He
said it himself.
justification for mass slaughtering a captive people that you have kept stateless for 60 years is morally indefensible. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to like actually paint the full thing out. When I was talking about the pro-life analogy, yes, being pro-life is about believing that life begins at conception, but baked in there is also the assumption that you think it's wrong to murder kids. Like the point is that yes, if you're pro-life, then you
right
also
to murder kids.
Yes, but you're supporting a policy that is doing just that.
There's no policy to murder kids. It's urban warfare. Unfortunately, people die. There's no
Call it a
show me
different-
policy that
so
says
call it a
you should murder
different
kids. And
name.
it's,
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that is. Look, when you make a decision to drop a bomb on a building where you know there are children inside of it, yes, morally
given
speaking,
leaflets,
you murdered
you've
those
given
children.
phone calls.
Oh,
You told
okay,
them
so the
to
leaflets make
evacuate.
it not murder. Okay. So how about when they don't?
There's no
How about this
intent.
last attack?
There's no
How
intent
about,
to
hold
murder
on.
them.
Wait, let me ask you a question. Follow up. How about when they don't? What about when they don't drop leaflets? What about when they don't have
And
evacuation
there's plenty of times that they don't do that shit, by the way.
orders? They just did this in Gaza City yesterday. How about that? Is that now murder?
Well,
I
they
just
don't
took
have
away
to.
your excuses.
No. I could give you an example. They don't have to drop leaflets and give phone calls if they're
So then why are you
operating out of
bringing that
military. I'm saying when you're shooting weapons and Hamas is firing weapons and using it as a military base, they don't have to give leaflets to give evacuation. It's that if it's a civilian building or something where they can eliminate having casualties, they will do that to the best of their ability.
So-
but there's some
so,
instances where they can't
again-
give notification because Hamas is operating out of these hospitals, operating out of mosques, and they have to do what they have to do in this warfare.
They have to. No, they don't. They actually don't have to. They
What should
could
they
just
do
not
then?
do
What
this.
should they do
By the way,
then,
I love
What should
Pierce.
they do?
I love I love Pierce. I think it was Aaron Matei who coined this phrase. I could be wrong about that, but someone said the entire Israeli case rests on you saying that nothing.
Oh, also, guys, I filmed like 30 fucking Instagram reels with woman propaganda. So look out for those very soon. Dude, I've been up all night. I've been grinding, man. Zoom calls, recording Instagram reels, fucking on stream right now, bro. Bro, just want to say, if you guys want to support, you love the hard work, two options for you. You can join OSS at the regular price, at the regular OSS, only $1. Make it up for you guys since locals have been down the past few days. Code is Jews did 9/11. Link is pinned at the top. Or you guys can jump into the OSS 300 where they'll tell you in chat, bro, it's fucking lit in there. It's really lit in there. So you get access to some really fucking high-level people, and you guys get direct access to me. And you get 50% off, actually, on Hofax, new merch that just dropped, and Let Him Cook, okay?
Welcome, punch!
This one is fucking hilarious for obvious reasons. So, yeah.
Justifies October 7th. But October
Code is in the Telegram chat for OSS 300 only, though.
7th justifies anything. Like nothing. There's you're sitting here. Yes. Look,
What
you
should
can
they do,
pick one
Dave?
side or the other. One second. You can pick one side. I'll answer that question, but just interrupting my point with that question over and over again is just so I can't make my case. There is no. You can go tit for tat here. There's been terrorism on both sides. Israel has been occupying Gaza and the West Bank / and or controlling Gaza and the West Bank since 1967.
Facts. And the Golan Heights.
There's going to be resistance to that. And then for you to say that resistance now justifies us slaughtering people by the tens of thousands, destroying all of Gaza is just, there's no logic in it. There's no morality in it. What should Israel have done? Number one, Benjamin Netanyahu should have resigned on October 8th. After his plan to prop up Hamas, being this genius right-winger that I'm going to keep Hamas.
I mean, he wouldn't have done that though, Dave. What he should have really done, right, being realistic, is utilize his intelligence capabilities and, their precision strike abilities and taking out Hamas that way. If they can do precise strikes against the IRGC and Hezbollah, who are superior militaries, by the way, huge fucking militaries, if they could do that to them, why can't they do it to Hamas, a bunch of ragtag fucking teenagers with World War II weapons?
Because in his words,
shitty-ass AK-47s and shit.
He could control the height of the flame, and this will balance things and thwart a Palestinian state. When that blew up in his face, he should have resigned in disgrace that day. They should have had a real investigation about what actually happened on October 7th. Our late friend had some questions about that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
They should have really looked into that, which we've never gotten to the bottom of. And then they should have done surgical strikes, targeted assassinations, as Israel has always done throughout their entire history with the terrorism problem. They have never, until Netanyahu, treated it as a problem for the regular old army, and it should have culminated in a real peace process. They should have said, we are going to take out the people responsible responsible for this by targeted strikes. And at the end of that, we're ending the occupation. We're giving all of East Jerusalem, all of the West Bank, and all of Gaza to the Arabs. It's their decision what they want to do in the future. But if we are attacked, we will treat them as a foreign nation and go to war with them. That's what the response to October
And by the
7th
way,
should have been,
Officer
not
Tatum,
this.
I think the biggest mistake Netanyahu has made, of many actually, in terms of tactics and strategy, was the attack in Doha, which failed. It didn't kill any of the Hamas commanders. But the amount of fury that has created amongst the Arab countries, from Saudi Arabia, the UAE and others, but also apparently, according to Haaretz, amongst Mossad, who are absolutely furious about that attack on one of America's main allies in the Middle East, somewhere with 10,000 American troops and a base there, to just attack with impunity Qatar and to attack people who were at that moment deliberating over a potential peace plan, and then to fail anyway. So you cause all the mayhem without achieving the goal. It seemed to me symptomatic of where Netanyahu's got to. He's not achieving any of the goals here. He's just making things worse and worse.
I think that one could argue that. I'm not disagreeing. I think that there needs to be an investigation into it and figure out what should we do and what should we not do. America knew that he was going to do the attack. There's no way in the world Israeli jets could fly through airspace without America knowing about it and do that attack. So America gave the green light pretty much. And then we go, I want to go back to some of the things that Dave Smith said. You know, it sounds cute to act as if they're just indiscriminately bombing people. They're doing strategic strikes. They have to get approval to do strikes.
No, they're not. They're bombing hospitals, bro. I would argue that's indiscriminate as easy as it goes. If you're bombing hospitals, that's pretty indiscriminate.
We know that they're doing it. People don't like it. It's ugly. I get it. I hate that it's happening. I would have ended the war in 48 hours and it would have been a mass casualty situation. However, we would have been done quicker and it would have been 2 years. The two-state solution idea. Why are we lying to ourselves? They don't want a two-state solution.
And that's a problem. That's the problem.
They want Israel to be
the Israelis don't want the two-state solution because they don't want the Palestinians to have sovereignty because that means they'll have their own military. And to them, they look at it like, no, we can't have these guys be our neighbors.
absolved. They do not want a Jewish state. They made it clear, I don't know for how many years. Netanyahu, they removed Jews from Gaza and gave it to them. And what did they do in return?
This is what they did in return. They expanded the West Bank and focused on that because they knew that if they gave up the Gaza Strip, it would allow them to really focus on the fucking West Bank because that's what they really want.
They elected a terrorist organization that extracted funding and resources from them to build tunnels to create terrorism against Israel. They cannot live in peace with these people. They continue to fight against Israel and the Jewish state. And I don't understand why we're acting as if that's not so. They've given them their own sovereignty to a certain degree. Imagine
No, they gave them no sovereignty. They gave them bullshit autonomy, but they're still occupied. No sovereignty whatsoever. They can't vote. They don't have citizenship. They don't get the same rights. They have a completely different apartheid system. Dude, not even close.
Do you think, Officer Tatum, do you think, Officer Tatum, that Palestinians should have the same rights, human rights, as Israelis?
Let me put it in perspective.
It's a yes or no.
It is a yes or no. Let's see.
I will. Let me get to it. I will.
No, you can't
I will
equivocate.
answer it.
You either believe that or you don't. The reason I'm asking you, it's so central.
Let me start with your. Let me answer your question first.
It's so central.
Let me answer your question first. Yes.
Okay, good.
The answer is yes.
Good.
But let me articulate that there was a war fought, and Israel won the war, so they don't have to do anything for anybody.
Wait, what war? What war are you talking about?
1948. Was that not a war that was fought? They got attacked on all sides.
There's been many wars since then.
After they rejected the two-state solution. After they rejected the two-state solution, a war was fought. They won.
Okay, let's go about the two-state solution. Okay, history time. The two-state solution back in, he's referring to the 1947 plan, 1947 partition plan, okay, which I know very well. The 1947 partition plan was, number one, why they didn't take it. At that time, back in 1947, the Zionists owned only about 6.6% of the land. Yet, they were also only less than 1/3 of the population, okay? But they wanted 56% of the land while the Palestinians had 43%, despite the fact that the Palestinians were there first and they owned more land and there were more of them. So yes, of course they're going to reject the partition plan because the partition plan was not in their best interest whatsoever because the Israelis and the Zionists were getting all the best land. And Jewish labor groups had been pushing Palestinian farmers out for years. So, of course, the Palestinians rejected the 1947 partition plan. Of course they did. But Officer Talmud doesn't understand this because he looks at it and is spreading the hasbara of, oh, well, the Palestinians were offered a deal. They rejected it. Yeah, Why the fuck would they take a deal from somebody that is the minority that doesn't own any of the land? Let's go into a dream scenario so you really guys understand this. Let's pretend some guy shows up at your house, a family. They're being attacked. They're being persecuted. They ask you for help. You say yes. You can stay here. We will support you. You feed them. You clothe them. You give them a certain room in the house, and you let them stay. One day, you go out for the weekend and travel to go see your parents. You come back. The family has changed the locks, and now they won't let you in. Okay? And it gets even better. They threaten to kill you if you try to come back in. Okay? Then, after much negotiation with your neighbor, you're able to come to the table and meet with these people. And then when you sit down from the table, they tell you, okay, bro, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the master bedroom, the kitchen, the master bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room, and you get the closet, okay? What? Yeah, you get the closet and the little small room on the side. But this is my house. Yeah, no, but you didn't pay for, like, this isn't yours. Like, what? Yeah, no. And if you don't accept that, we're gonna kill you. What would you do, chat? What would you do? What would you do? What I just told you guys is literally what the Palestinians dealt with in 1948. That's what it was.
Won. Every war that has been fought, Israel has won. They've been victorious. They don't owe Palestinians anything, but they're peaceful people.
Which war gave them? Which war gave them the right?
They don't owe them. They don't owe.
If anyone asks you what is the conflict like in Palestine and Israel, use that story I just gave you guys. Okay, that is a very simple way to explain it to normies. Okay, that is the Palestinian struggle, guys.
As a result. Right. Yeah. No. Actually, I mean, they only owe them what we all owe each other, I suppose. But what? I mean,
you can make that argument, but that's not a real argument.
Yeah, it is. What war did Israel win that gave them the right to occupy the Palestinians in perpetuity for all of history?
Let's bring into it. But first of all, I don't know why you think it's an occupation. Jews have lived in Israel since the beginning.
By definition, it is an occupation. Okay. Israel is considered to be occupying Palestinian land. This comes from the ICJ and the UN. Okay? This, again, is irrefutable. By definition, they are occupying them. Yo, it's crazy how, like, Tatum doesn't even understand the definition of the things he's talking about.
Beginning of time, never ceasing to exist in Israel. They were the majority, became the minority.
Yes,
they
those
never
two things are not related at all.
Let me finish.
Yes,
Let me finish. What I'm saying is that
I think it's an occupation because it's a military occupation.
What I'm saying is that Jews have entitlement to the land. Palestinians don't have exclusive entitlement. So when a war is fought, the Jews can make the decision what they do with Palestinians or not. Just like in America, we can say what we want to do with the Native Americans or not. Let me finish my point and I'll answer your question.
Sure.
Just real quick, it'll be a couple seconds. But because we have humanity and dignity, we allow for Native Americans in America to have reservations, and we support them in all of the above. Because Israel and Jews have dignity, they allow them to have swaths of the West Bank, and they allow them to have Gaza, where they elected their own government system. Now, do Israel have control? I see why. Can't you see? If they had absolutely no control, they had no idea what was coming in through the southern border, through the sea, how much more of a terrorist attack would we see in Israel? It would be even more massive. So I understand that. But when they were offered a two-state solution, why did they reject it?
I just explained why. They never actually got a real two-state solution ever. All they got were empty promises, no concessions, and some basic limited piece of shit autonomy, but no sovereignty. Big difference.
All right, Dave.
Again, I don't know what period of time you're talking about, what war you're talking about.
Tatum can't even refer to what deal he's talking about when he's saying they offered them two-state solution. I would go deeper. If I was debating Tatum on this, I would say, okay, what treaty are you referring to that there was a two-state solution? I guarantee you he probably doesn't even know. I guarantee you. This is the importance of having a really deep understanding of every single peace agreement so you can dismantle it. Because most Zionists don't expect you to actually read the UN papers and understand why the Palestinians rejected it. Because if you actually look at it, it makes perfect sense. There have been Jewish politicians that admitted, yeah, if I was the Palestinians, I would not accept that deal either.
Here's a major difference.
Like the Camp David Accords, for example, when Ehud Barak fucking negotiated with Yasser Arafat with Clinton in the late 90s, early 2000s.
You might notice this, Pierce, between Native Americans, say in the United States of America, they have citizenship and voting rights. And so at a certain point, if you're going to say, okay, yes, that's right. Now, how about the Palestinians living under Israeli control in the West Bank? They do not have citizenship or voting rights. And so if
they don't
you're
have
gonna
citizenship
say,
in Israel.
Right,
They
and
do.
Israel's the
They do
government
have
that's
elections.
controlling.
They have elections, don't they?
Listen, Brennan, think about
Do they
what
have
you're
elections?
advocating for. That's not you're not addressing the point here. They don't have citizenship in that. You just said that, hey, you understand why Israel is going to control these areas because in your estimation, there'd be more violence if they didn't control these areas. Now, I disagree with that estimation, but whatever. Okay, but then you're saying Israel has control, and these people don't have citizenship or voting rights in Israel. If Israel is controlling Gaza and the West Bank, and they've got millions of people there who don't have citizenship or voting rights, don't have any say in that government.
And another thing, as an occupying force by international law, Israel does have a duty to provide sustenance and resources to the people they occupy. That's another dirty secret that no one ever talks.
Nicolette, can you look at ChatGPT and ask it if a show that's not owned by the people that are on the show invite you to the show? Can they discredit everything you say and cut you off all because they don't like you personally, even though iHeart is supposed to be objective? And I'd like to see what comes up, and I'll get back to you later about it. But I don't think that's legal.
Did he ask for ChatGPT? Yo, Damon's the greatest.
I looked at how many times Charlemagne cut me off. So then why?
But he's known as a terrible businessman.
And you still not
terrible businessman and con artist.
See, when you're in it, let me just finish. Now you're interrupting me.
Now you're doing the girls.
I know him. I'm giving you an example. How they discredited every single announcement that I made. I have a book there with Simon Schuster.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I've already, the title of the book, I secured the rights for TV and all that. You know what the name of the book is?
What's the name of it?
Power. And I'm going to be putting a TV show on my own television network, Revolt. That's power with no debt. And you're all calling me broke because I have no debt.
And listening. You know what I'm saying? That is you done. Let OG in. OG in with some positive, real shit. Not that silly shit.
You ever have anything that you? I actually showed Charlemagne and everyone else in there the episodes of my paid in full. One full episode, he wouldn't watch it. He just continuously told me I was lying. And he was doing that in public. And the thing about the algorithm is if he says that, and other people say that, and other people say that, then that becomes other people's truth. And these are my customers. And I feel like he's been doing this for a long time. Now, again, it's not his platform. He doesn't own it. So I don't feel that he should be able to use whatever personal issues he has with me to bring me on someone else's platform and try to sabotage everything that my family office is doing and make me seem not credible. And I watched the interview a couple of days before with Ben Shapiro. And I mean, the interview happened a couple of days before. And I'm saying Loon so y'all know who he is, so no disrespect, Loon, because he go by a different name now. And, the thing with Loon is he's from Harlem, he's from 40th Street, and we argue all the time. I'm talking about we get off the phone mad at each other.
All right, let me try to get some.
When they interviewed Ben Shapiro.
Okay, let me get some meat and potatoes.
Why they give them so much respect, even if they talk things?
Now, I want to figure out this Revolt chairman thing. That's the thing that I care about. Here we go.
Doing it anyway. And I have it all on the text. I could show it. So I found that to be peculiar. I thought just...
Oh, okay. Here we go.
That people, representatives from BET and Revolt said that I didn't try to buy the company and I'm not chairman. I'm like, number one, I know that's a lie because that's not true. I asked her to FaceTime me so I could show her, but she didn't want to FaceTime me. She said she was shooting and she'll call me later. She still hasn't FaceTimed me. I could have showed her all the proof, but she didn't want it. So I was like, well, who said that? I'm the chairman now. I'll fire them. She wouldn't tell me who. So that's why I put that thing on my Instagram. Your sources say their names, or else legally I'm gonna have to challenge you. But she said I'm doing it anyway, and I have it all on the text. I could show it. So I found that to be peculiar. I thought just
They aren't gonna say their name, but it's a valid person. Just to give you a heads up. If y'all do that, blah blah blah. Hey, we reported You're welcome to send the proof. I'll always provide that
Yeah,
as a
it's
follow-up. I'll
crashing.
show you privately. I could show you on FaceTime. Here's a cease and desist to iHeart. It says we're in interviews. I'll
Damn,
call
it's
you when we
crashing
wrap.
hella bad.
You like the video? That was my backyard. I'm the chairman for a month. He says, I'm
Cause I didn't
out
buy that
of the
shit.
chairman convo. Revolt is going crazy. You're saying it's true. Let me know if you're releasing a statement. Dame says, yeah. Who at Revolt? I'll call them. By you trying to discredit me when what I'm saying is true, you're going to discredit yourself. Go to Chat GPT
I didn't buy that.
and
It's
ask.
crashing hella bad. Look at that.
And ask legally. So I'm doing what I do with any other what? And it says, hey, I was in an interview. I'll call you. So FaceTime me so I can show proof. So I think Revolt is going to give a statement. Is this Lauren LaRosa? I guess so. So that's cool. Just give that cease and assist. Give that cease and assist to your boss. I really appreciate you. You know it's like 6 in the morning and Revolt is in LA. And I know how they move. Pause. Oh my God, he got the pause even the email. Don't make my lawyers do work for nothing. But logically, and after what I saw yesterday, there's a lot of exposure here for y'all, and I'm not playing. Lauren says, hey, a heads up. Just spoke to a publicist at Revolt. She gave this statement. Dame Dash is not the chairman of the network. Dame says, yeah, okay. I'm not understanding why you just don't want to see the proof. Says, we're in interviews. I'll call you when we wrap. He said, do you like the video? That was my backyard. I'm the chairman for a month.
Jessica Hilarious was very respectful, and I have no problems with her. And I appreciate the way you conducted yourself at that, because you never disrespected me one time. But Charlamagne, you know, there was a couple of things I found funny. When I challenged you to show me your view, I showed you my view from my family office, and this is exactly where I'm sitting right now, at my family office, and this is really the view. And then you took a picture at night. Why would you take a picture at night of your view? Are you that ashamed of your view that you don't want to show it in the daytime? You don't want people to really see it? And I thought it was a condo. It looked like a condo. I saw a lot, it didn't seem, I really thought it was a public pool, and I don't go in public pools because men and children pee in pools. And I'm not going to be swimming in a bunch of people's piss. I only swim in my pool. Or if it's a pool that I know all the people in, and I could be like, please, I don't believe in chlorine when it comes to piss. I don't want to be swimming in your piss. So I feel like you're swimming in piss. I didn't do the research, but people were hitting me, pause, about their opinions of what you said.
Then what's the problem with them? There's real people that are sellouts that are really wrong the black community. Dame Dash is just unapologetic about himself, his ego. You understand me? How he wants to be perceived, right? And I get it. He goes up there and he be wilding out. But at the end of the day, I think that we make too much.
I think, saying,
you got people agree with him. Hello.
Or do certain things, it's going to mean that you are, in fact, a rat. And I knew that you would fold anyway, but allegedly. But this is what the paperwork, and I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it.
anybody could go online and type in Cesar H. Pena. When they do, they'll see links from the Department of Justice.gov. They can simply open up the two links that you see here. The first one shows the New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged with committing multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme, laundering drug proceeds, and bribing a New Jersey politician. If you simply scroll down, you will see the individual one. Individual one is clearly described as Pena's business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality who resided in New Jersey. with the well only describes.
Okay.
And I just can't have.
Hold on.
And then, he got on and started talking about my kids, Lucky. And then he started talking about Raquel. And I just can't have that. So, to me, I just look at the way I would approach it in the street. But I can't approach it in the street like that. So to me, a hit, if I'm gonna murder you, it's with a lawsuit. And, because of the fact that Cam would not talk to me, that's the only way I could communicate to him. And I guess Daniel spoke to him, and I'm not going to speak about the rest. Well, it's in Cam's court now, but we'll see what happens. Just watch this under these conditions. And then he called me, and he told me Larry's wife died. And I really...
Okay, this is like, Jesus Christ. By the way, and I see my man Flacco running this. What?
Dame Dash is now accusing DJ Envy of being a government informant. And he even...
Yo, how does Flacco delete the stutter when it's his channel? It's fire.
Posted the paperwork that he led to the feds getting involved. So Tony the Closer confronted DJ...
Said that, and I fought him. One more time. $1 million.
And you...
Really 100% year plus, so we know that DJ Envy was never arrested. And they're...
Okay. All salute to Flacco. Go fuck with him. But I will say this. We have to be very factual, especially we have a big platform. And listen, DJ Envy is, from what we've seen, unless someone has some proprietary, confidential knowledge, DJ Envy is listed as an individual in an indictment versus someone who used to be his business partner. The way how indictments work, when they believe you're also a culprit, they list you as a co-conspirator, whether charged or uncharged. When they list you as an individual, they basically make no claims whether you participated in crime or you did not. They're basically saying you're just an individual. There's nothing that shows DJ Envy to either be the subject of a RICO. There's nothing that shows DJ Envy to either be an informant of any sorts. It just shows that his business partner did some shit. And we should pretty much be careful about that, because if it said contrary to that, we would report the same. But we have to be factual in the reporting.
He cared about his wife a lot. Even when Larry's when we stopped hanging out, our families were close, so it was the woman that I had. I had a lot of respect for her. I liked her a lot. When I went to go see Boogie, we made sure we would go see her. And when he called me, a lot of problems I squashed because of my businesses.
All right, I think we've gotten the gist of that there, right? I think we have. Let me see. What are we doing? Okay. I feel like this is leading to us talking about Cardi B. Are we at the Cardi B stage? Cardi B has a couple of things that definitely worth conversation about. Well, actually, some people say I should do a check-in on two things. Tour check-ins. They said I should check in on the Kendrick Lamar tour. Okay. Which, let's go to the check-in there. Okay, so Kendrick Lamar has taken his GNX tour worldwide at this point, and apparently he's now in Mexico. And look like they're actually enjoying the concert there too. Jesus Christ, this is a stadium in Mexico? Let's see. That's actually a good look. Let's see.
We're gonna make it regular. So with that being said, I give you my word. Let's go. I will be back.
Oh, wow, Mexico showed him love. Now there was a lot of thought that maybe this concert would not be lit. Why? Supposedly because I don't think SZA was on this one. The end of his show, they didn't want a brawl to break out, or people trying to rush the stage trying to get him. Now, remind y'all, people are got bad breath. You say anything, and a guy gonna say whatever. You know what I mean? So there's two sides of the story, but that's Cardi's story. Cardi's story is, yo, when I find out she's fucking this bum ass bitch in music that wanna be me, that's my fan, feels a different way. And every girl understands that, right? It's like, okay, you know, your guy, he steps out, whatever. But when he's fucking the chicks who look up to you, it hurts, right? That's kind of what Cardi's saying. Offset don't admit to none of that type of shit. You know, he's just like, yo, whatever. I think his official response is, all right, man. You know, I don't even know what he says, you know? Well, I do know what he says. I just got to make sure it was public. So I don't want to say nothing what he said. But who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Again, two wrongs will make a right. Fuck it. Right? But that's her explanation. And I said this to her on the phone. I said, yo, Cardi, if you're saying what you're saying, how you gonna leave one cheater for a bigger cheater? Have you heard what they're saying about Stephon Diggs? And Stephon Diggs, I wasn't like playing hate and trying to hate on you, but I talked to her. I care about musicians, like, and they're musicians. I'm not saying they got to be together, but I'm just keeping it being with her. I'm like, yo, Cardi, you know you're coming off a little bit full of shit because you're saying this nigga cheated, but have you heard what they're saying about this other nigga? And her whole thing was, you know, she didn't put both men against each other. Her whole thing was, listen here, academics, you just don't know the half, my nigga. It's not even just cheating.
I got $860 on it.
Like, just think about the most bummiest bitches that are just trash in the industry, and not necessarily look wise, but people who, like, at the end of the day, Cardi B is like one of the biggest rappers. Like you're fucking chicks who would die or have a heart attack if I responded to a DM. And I think that's what kind of like fucked with her. At least what she told me. And I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I can't wrap my mind around it because I'm like, okay, how is this any better? But I'm pretty sure most women who are listening to this can wrap their mind around it, right? It's like, I guess it goes along to that theory of when a woman says, yo, it's not about what you said. It's about, no, it's not about you cheating. It's about, you know, a woman be like, yo, damn, you cheat on me with this ugly bitch? And you're like, wait, so if I cheated on you with a prettier bitch, would you be cool? I don't know. Maybe it's that type of syndrome. Not saying either would be cool, but maybe that's why Cardi claims she got to her breaking point. Nevertheless, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish the best for both of them, even though I'm still hoping they get back together, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Because having a kid for another man is crazy. I ain't going to lie to you. It is crazy. It is crazy.
It is starting to curl down a little bit.
I don't know.
But
I just feel like I've been so happy for this
faith in
pregnancy,
this stock.
and I've been
I'm gonna
so
hold it.
motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting to work because every single day.
So in a way, the way that Cardi,
okay, it is what it is, right?
I'm gonna hold it because
dealing
there's
with
no other stock
definitely-
right now.
you know what I'm saying? We're not seeing.
Pause. What the fuck is this?
There's no other good stock right now, so I am gonna hold it.
And I don't know, Cardi's made no. She hasn't been shamed with her saying the reason why she got with Stephon Diggs is, you know, it's not necessarily going from one cheater to another cheater. She just want to be happy, right? Cardi B. Let's look. Maybe there's a longer clip.
from a cheater to go to somebody else because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the
You're
shit.
watching Rap House
Oh,
TV.
And by the way, I'm gonna say this too, and I'm gonna speak indirectly. I understand why Cardi's unloading a lot of y'all women on her album, because Cardi done found out that half of y'all fucked her baby daddy, and or her former husband. And here's the thing. I personally believe, and I'm gonna take it out from Cardi. I think Cardi don't think that these chicks just wanted to fuck him. I think she thinks these chicks wanted to fuck him to feel like they were her. And I don't know if that's narcissistic, maybe, but I'm pretty sure. And anybody, maybe me and Cardi should do it. But actually, I don't want to do it. I would do a joint interview, but I don't think they would do that. Offset over there, glass wall, Cardi over there, whatever. But so that's how she looks at it, like, yo, y'all wasn't even fucking a nigga because y'all want him. Y'all was fucking a nigga because y'all wanted to feel like y'all think y'all me or y'all got to one up on me. You know? And maybe that's narcissistic because, like, at the end of the day, it's still Offset. Like, come on, it's that nigga. It's that nigga. But whatever.
it's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more.
When she says a lot, it means, no, of course it was cheating, but it was just cheating with, like, the bitches I hate. Like, okay, you fucked a random whore. Not saying she was accepting, but you fucked a random, all right, whatever. Yo, you fucked the bitch I'm beefing with that I'm about to slap with a bottle when I see her? Oh, hell no, gang. Like, what's up? Yo, you ain't no way you fucked the bitch that I just had a couple niggas fuck up. Like, I had a couple niggas fuck this bitch up. No way you just put dick in her. Oh, my God. I think that's what it is.
Hospital. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go.
You're
And
watching
I
Rap
left.
House TV.
And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated.
watching Rap House TV.
I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day.
Okay. Now, hey, listen. Congrats to whatever they got going on. What is this? Adult star Britney is going viral for exposing him for cheating on her. Yo, respectfully, man, let me just tell y'all little hoes who's gonna be like, yo, Cardi B used to be in the strip club, man. Like, there's no way she getting with a nigga and not knowing niggas. Like, you used to work in a strip club, you know niggas. You get what I'm saying? And matter of fact, what am I looking up? Why does Cardi B areolas come up? By the way,
Woohoo! That's made $94 in like 20 minutes. Not bad. See right there, $94 straight up. All right, not bad, not bad. Past week, 378. Not bad at all. Looks like I got out at the max, like always.
I did not search none of this stuff. This is just when you search Cardi B, that seems to be the recommended, right? See? What was that trying to look up? Cardi B. All right, I forgot. Wait, was I gonna bring something up? I said she was a dancer. Oh. So people been trying to troll Cardi B. Like, yo, you know your baby father or your new baby father got like 4 more kids on the way, and apparently like this nigga don't know what pulling out is, and like he might be having like 4 or 5 kids this year, right? Including with what Cardi has. So a lot of people been looking at her to be like, yo, don't you see what the fuck is, this dude's kind of doing? Like, and this is what she responded to people saying, yo, that dude is also the baby mama or baby daddy of other women's kids. This is what she said.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Yeah, busy. Hi. Yeah, that's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch.
Okay. So she's in a let's figure it out mode. Okay. Now, what happened out of the blue was JT and Cardi B got into it. Let me play the videos, then I'll read the tweets.
Okay, y'all. I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass bitch, right? Hi, baby. Hi, Nikki. What's going on? All right, turn it down, y'all, please, all the way. What's going on? Because you done got me out my bed in my bonnet, so what's going on? And looking just as... Nikki, let me tell you something. I got on this live, right? Because we finna promote this song. I already knew you was going to get into some things. I'm not getting into some things. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. So what's going on, Mama? Nikki, let me. Well, number one, this is not Queen Radio. And number two, I'm really talking to you just how I always talk to you. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's good? I was talking about you. I'm talking about the people in the comments because they so. No, fuck them. Don't read the comments, babe. Not you. Oh, and you were trying to compare your titties to my titties, talking about you was left with the big titties. My titties so big. I got on a leotard right now. Boo. You didn't have if I tell you what size my titties was. What size I can promise you, once nature did what they had to do for Papa Bear, it's no way your boobs right now are still able to look, like that and be all sexy and cute and stuff like that in your dresses. Trust me, you did not have the size that I had. Well, they big. And the thing I don't like about my titties is sometimes when I try to put on like clothes, I look wider than what I really am. Of course. They come out to the side and I'm like, oh my God, now I'm looking wide and I'm trying to keep them together. Your breasts are perfect.
So much.
You Make is like my favorite song. Like it's great. Yeah, I have to get straight to it because I love the way you came in and you just was like, I just was like in love. Like that song just make you delusional and make you just feel like with Young Boy. Yeah, and the you usually up to no good.
It'd be up hella.
No, I don't remember how that one goes. You know, Extravagant is my favorite. Extravagant. I don't remember how that one.
No, I got out about 60%. Yeah, that's right about where I got out. I think it's gonna keep going up though. Shit. This one keeps going up. It's all good. I already made a hell of money off it. I got out good.
Wait, Nikki ain't in a fucking. Nikki can't rip no fucking bitch from fucking street. She ain't. Wait, Nikki ain't in a fucking. Nikki can't rip no fucking bitch. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. Bitch. When dislike is against me. It say, wait, what it say? Nikki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. So I was in. When dislike is against me in the car, when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now. My diss song, it say, wait, what it say? Nikki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. So I was in my Jeep, my Lucy, and my braces. No, finish it. Keep it going. Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nikki ain't even fucking street. She ain't. Wait, Nikki ain't in a fucking. Nikki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. Like, bitch. You know what a grocery store? We had me, you drop it at the door. Mm-hmm. With you in my delusional mind, in my little Jeep, in my scammer days. I was just so.
Oh, how long I've been muted for? God damn. Okay. Fuck. What I was trying to say is that, damn, how long I've been muted for? I've been saying that Nikki, like low key, sunned JT before. When one time they were on live, and Nikki was like, "Yo, rap that song you diss me on," and I ain't gonna lie, I always remember that. Okay. By the way, in 2017, JT had said, "I don't like Nikki. She feel like she runs shit. Hold please. I want Cardi to take over and push that bitch to the back." Now, here's the thing how interesting the industry is. As soon as Nikki started showing her some love because she aligned on, there's Team Nikki and Team Cardi. Nikki lined it up where she basically had to cop a plea because she was dissing Nikki back in the day. She even dropped a diss song to Nikki. Look how Nikki lined it up.
When dislike is against me in the car, when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now.
Rap that song right now.
My diss song, it say, wait, what it say? Nikki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. So I was in my Jeep, my Lucy, and my braces. No, finish it. Keep it going. Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nikki ain't even fucking street. She ain't. Wait, Nikki ain't in a fucking. Nikki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. Like, bitch.
That's the laugh of pity.
At the door. Mm-hmm. With you in my delusional mind, in my little Jeep, in my scammer days. I was just
Damn, she said in my delusion. It's like she's copping a pleaser. So, no, I was delusional then.
so mad. Like I'm just so. I don't know why I was so mad. I'm sorry. Well, so okay. So how much money, girl? How much money when dislike?
Nah, Nikki was devious for that, right? So remember, there's a tweet of her shouting out Cardi, shitting on Nicki. And then now, because she's like, you know, people are looking at her like, damn, yo, you like a lapdog for Nicki now. Cardi violates her on a new song, says, all that dick riding still ain't get a feature ass bitch. She just mad she got a nigga that she be sharing bags with. Yeah, my nigga cheat, but I don't stick no dildos in his ass, bitch. You look a hot mess, easily impressed ass, bitch. You never gave looks, you starting getting dressed ass, bitch. Ricky O, I guess Rick Owens, the only fashion house you know ass, bitch. You should have asked me. Would have took you to the show, little bitch. So that was Cardi violating, he's violating, no, she's violating, wait, am I tripping? She's violating JT. And Uzi gets caught up in the mix because Uzi is JT's man, okay? Then JT pops online and she got some shit to say. After hearing the album, she says this.
Okay, y'all, I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass bitch, right? This bitch supposed to be a motherfucking brim, and she threatening to snitch on some motherfucking body because she don't have anything to say about a bitch. That hoe is a loser. Wait, no, I got two things to say. So then she said, I'm gonna tell Little White Nation what you said, what he said. No, not just that. The bitch trying to spread fake tea about abortions when she stood her illiterate ass in front of millions of people and said she stand for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb bitch serious. I can't take the... And bitch, show me typing those motherfucking messages or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character, bitch, because I'm sick of it, ho. And I will be back. And I'm never getting off your ass. Okay, y'all. I'm busy, but I gotta say one.
Oh, shit. Then she said this.
I got your news in they motherfucking phone. I bet it ain't no glass object up my pussy. I bet it ain't a room full of niggas and bitches. Scripper.
What?
Get your crazy ass on, fucking stripper. Talk about somebody fucking nudes. Woo! I got your news in they motherfucking phone.
Now, let's go through what Cardi said, because she didn't make a video, but she was, like, typing a lot. So, you know, after, you know, JT typed too, but she said, Cardi B's baby father is a gay man. Now, she's responding to Cardi B calling her guy a gay man, which is Stephon Diggs. So, Cardi B baby father is a gay man. He's talking about Stephon Diggs. Not because of how he dresses or expresses himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris, I stand with the gays. Wow. Then JT says, this is fucking nuts. Gay men should be protected. I feel like this hasn't been taken seriously enough. Now, it's a video that says Chris Blake Griffith details a night that Stephon Diggs drugged him, jerked off in front of him, then put his tongue in his ear. Let's see if we could find. Okay, let's see if we can find what this guy said. Give me a second, I'm gonna find it. Why am I scrolling so long? Is it this? It is this.
It wasn't, he attempted to have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that. Because we've done it before. But now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred if I ate Hershey's, I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy infused.
So you were aroused.
I was definitely sexually stimulated in ways that I had never been sexually stimulated before. My skin was sensitive to the touch. My eyes are blue. My pupils were so big, my eyes looked black. And I really couldn't explain why I felt that way. My sex drive was through the roof. I'm trying to really pinpoint, what did I do? Shortly thereafter, we ended up in the car, 2-seater Porsche, just us. And I say that to say it's not a lot of space. He talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. Now, mind you, I was just at the house earlier, so it is a boatload of girls at the house. It's Spanish.
But he only left with you.
He left with me, but at the house, it might be 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English. I don't know if he's shipping them in, shipping them out. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know. So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing his thing. And as he's doing his thing, I'm like, yo, bro, settle down. Like, what the fuck? You that horny? Like, you can't get yourself together till you get in the house? And as he's touching on himself and feeling on himself and like talking through what he's about to do when he walk in the house and how pretty much basically saying how horny and sexually stimulated he is in like street lingo. Pulls his man out, starts to play with himself. And I'm telling him, yo, bro, keep your composure. I'm trying to laugh it off because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you put that up? Like, what are you doing? And he reach over to me like, man, come on. And he got his thing in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he trying to like laugh and I put that shit up. And he put it up. We get out the car. As we're walking, it's
He's saying that Stefon Diggs had his dick out?
very uncomfortable to talk about. As we're walking toward the door, he put his arm around me and he said, man, come to my room. And he put his, put his tongue in my ear, like doing some weird shit. Walk into the house, spiral staircase leads directly to his bedroom. He goes up the staircase, I make a right. It's a very long hallway. I speed walk down this hallway, damn near run down this hallway, but not like I'm running for my life. I'm trying to keep things low. I go to the bathroom, I'm trying to process my way out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Clearly, this is an overstepping boundary. I've never seen him in this light before, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, you just gonna have to go out here and fight your way out if you have to.
Oh my God. I fucking hate to play Tasha K. Give me a second. Oh, this is the thing. Oh, did you drop any clips or something? Why can't we get like a full version of this shit? Blake. Anyway. All right. So, by the way, the dude Chris Blake, I think he's down to come on here. Y'all want to get him on here? So we have JT who uses that to say Stefon Diggs is gay. Oh, I remember this. Oh, this was a surveillance video that they're claiming what's the name was trying to take it from him? Oh, no.
It's with my time.
I'm pretty sure we heard the story already.
You and Stefon Diggs have known each other since Baltimore. Not you brought the receipt. got the receipt back.
This is actually a translucent Hermes invitation from that of a show in 1997.
Okay.
They gifted this to everybody in attendance, so they're pretty rare. But
Okay.
it's an Hermes bag, and these are what we'll call the dish files.
The Stephon Diggs files. I'm done. How did he drug you? Like, how does that happen?
We pull up to the house. When we pull up to the house, he talking to me about all the girls that he got now. It's 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English.
In text that you provided, come get this ass bust.
Even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened. But the situation with Drake went viral on the internet after he told me I was ratting on Stephon. And I came back at him and I'm like, bro, how the fuck am I ratting on Stephon if this is a relationship?
What?
He attempted to have me unalived because of him making I ate Hershey's, I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy.
Okay.
What made
Let me take a
me
piss
most
real quick.
frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even...
By the way, homie told me, he said, yo, I'll get on here in 30 minutes and answer any questions you got. Should we do it? Let me know.
Though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that because we've done it before. And now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred if I ate Hershey's, I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy infused.
So you were aroused?
I was definitely sexually stimulated in ways that I'd never been sexually stimulated before. My skin was sensitive to the touch. My eyes are blue. My pupils were so big, my eyes looked black. And I really couldn't explain why I felt that way. My sex drive was through the roof. I'm trying to really pinpoint, what did I do? Shortly thereafter, we ended up in the car, 2-seater Porsche, just us. And I say that to say it's not a lot of space. He talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. Now, mind you, I was just at the house earlier, so it is a boatload of girls at the house. It's Spanish.
But he only left with you.
He left with me, but at the house, it might be 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English. I don't know if he's shipping them in, shipping them out. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know. So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing his thing. And as he's doing his thing, I'm like, yo, bro, settle down. Like, what the fuck, you that horny? Like, you can't get yourself together till you get in the house. And as he's touching on himself and feeling on himself and like talking through what he's about to do when he walk in the house and how pretty much basically saying how horny and sexually stimulated he is in like street lingo. Pulls his man out, starts to play with himself. And I'm telling him, yo, bro, keep your composure. I'm trying to laugh it off because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you put that up? Like, what are you doing? And he reach over to me like, man, come on. And he got his thing in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he trying to like laugh and I put that shit up. And he put it up. We get out the car. As we're walking, it's very uncomfortable to talk about. As we're walking toward the door, he put his arm around me and he said, man, come to my room. And he put his, put his tongue in my ear, like doing some weird shit. Walk into the house, spiral staircase leads directly to his bedroom. He goes up the staircase, I make a right. It's a very long hallway. I speed walk down this hallway. Damn near run down this hallway, but not like I'm running for my life. I'm trying to keep things low. I go to the bathroom, I'm trying to process my way out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Clearly this is an overstepping boundary. I've never seen him in this light before, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, you just gonna have to go out here and fight your way out if you have to.
You gotta fight for your butt, nigga. What the hell? Nigga say he had to fight for his asshole. Huh? That's crazy.
He attempted to have me on a
Now, supposedly Stephon Diggs, Gervonta Davis, and Chris Blake got some shit in common. That's like the interesting part. Because what happened is that Gervonta Davis accused Stephon Diggs of being gay too.
eventually.
You do that, head over to our official Instagram page, His Brother Wrong Reasons, because he was also accused of messing around with Cardi B, rapper, while she was pregnant with Offset's baby, and that's all alleged as well. Keep in mind, all of this is transpiring as people are starting to reveal what's going on with Diddy and exposing him for allegedly messing with rappers. And
I know I covered some parts of this already.
Blake have been targeting the building complex that he's staying at and bashed them for their lack of security due to them allowing 3 men who don't even stay there to roam the floor that he lives on after they lied about Blake knowing they were coming for him. How it usually works is if you live in a building, especially these expensive ones, the front desk must alert you whenever someone says that they're there entering on your behalf. In some cases, the front desk is lenient if they've seen you come there a few times with a resident on a few occasions, but however, for reasons just like this, you can never be too sure. The front desk must never assume, and they are supposed to contact the resident at all times before allowing someone into the building. Now, in worst case scenario, they could have took Blake's life and the front desk would have been held responsible because they let these guys into a resident building where an occupant was seriously injured. I don't know how far Blake plans to take it, but he definitely has a lawsuit on his hands if he wanted to take it that far, which would be easy because they already have everything on video, surveillance camera, and there's pretty much no escaping this one. So now that you guys know what's going on and y'all seen the video, you kind of got a backstory to everything that's happening. We're going to get into the post that Blake took to his Instagram story after everything happened. Then we're going to get into why he said everything happened between him and Stephon Diggs and why Stephon Diggs is actually in the middle of everything. And it was kind of suspicious being that his brother and 2 other guys did what they did. You know, I don't know if this reason is legit, but he's saying that it is, and it's kind of crazy. Now, in the first slide, Blake would take to his Instagram story, and he would say, quote, "I taught these N-words with a cop how to shop for pieces and get fly. They robbed me, tried to kill me, lied on me, and I watched N-words play the middle like a balancing act." In the next slide, he will also say, quote, "3 of them plus 1 of me. Special shout out to Ask Central Life for granting access to these goofs without my permission."